Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Colin Sexton.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knippel. Miles Bridges is out there with James. And for New York, Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride, and it's Towns in at center. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now the Hornets moving it up.
If there's anybody that can come out of college and command leadership right away, it's Con Knippel.
A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Con Knippel is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knippel is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Here's Ball. After New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Inside, here's Knippel. Great D that time from McBride. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back over to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. New York shooting their first free throws tonight.
Shoot 2.
First one falls, and the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, B.A., and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Now here's Hart, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Here's Brunson. Second chance effort. Hart can't hit. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Bridges with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. The 3. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Brunson against Ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Knippel. That one no good.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And here's McBride. Outside Brunson. Back to McBride. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Two.
First one falls for him. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Colin Sexton's checked in for Charlotte, and so he hits both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's tipped. Bridges passes to Brunson. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Sexton.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Bridges outside. Brunson defending. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. New York in 5th.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Clock at 4. The 3 from Ball.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Bridges against Ball. Pass to McBride. Right side Hart. Here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 7. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they cross that line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
And New York has possession. McBride with it. Hart from long range. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Ball. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Oh, that's a chippy. Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
Brunson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Shoot 2.
That one's off. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside, Doris.
Handful might be an understatement, BA. He is a nightmare. Free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
That free throw, no good.
You know, the talent, the strength, the athleticism is all there for Miles Bridges. This guy can put up monster numbers on the offensive end.
Second chance shot. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
Brunson taking his time here. The Hornets pull it in.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Knippel. Now here's Ball from the arc. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Well, LaMelo, Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Outside McBride. Now here's Bridges. Check by Sexton. To the middle. Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Covered by Towns. Drops in the layup for 2.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Hart. Outside McBride. Pass to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Bridges against Bridges. Ball outside. And here's Sexton. Here's Knippel. Brunson defending. That's good from Knippel on the assist by Sexton. Knippel's got 5 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Brunson. Last game, he had 28 points. A shot to stop the run. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Sexton. Over Brunson. That's short off the rim.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Bridges misses. And it's the Hornets' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. The 3 is up. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Sexton. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. Outside for Sexton. From deep. The rebound by Bridges. New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Hart. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hart.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for McBride. And both free throws good for Hart.
They're really not doing themselves any favors picking up this many fouls so early.
Charlotte trailing. Ball outside. And the shot's good. Ball's got 8 points.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
And New York has possession. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Sexton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's Bridges. To the inside. Ball with a steal. Bridges with it. Hard covering. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
New York trailing. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Salon, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Kolek, hounded by Ball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Knipple. Nice D from Bridges.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Pass to Diawara. Clarkson outside. Here's Diawara. Shot clock at 6. Yabusele outside. He shoots it. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Knipple. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. 5th, the Hornets.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Clarkson outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity. And that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
That free throw misses.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
He does not get the second one. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. Snatched away. Here's Kolek. He's guarded by man. Here's McNeely. To the paint. It's stolen by Clarkson. Here's Kolek. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
And Charlotte making a change here. Reeves is checked in. And he sinks the second. And here's Charlotte now. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 16-7 run. Now Sexton comes up empty down low.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And stolen by Reeves. Oh, and Towns with the block.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that one falls for Reeves. And so Reeves nails both of them. Knicks trail by 3. Clarkson outside. Towns up top. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's McNeely. Fires from the line. Towns with a rebound. Clarkson against Reeves. Pass to Kolek. Gets it to go from the corner.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Outside Sexton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And New York has possession. Clarkson for three. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Gershon Yabusele. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Kolek. Clock at 6. Clarkson outside for 3. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Clarkson outside. Has to Kolek. Here's Diawara. No points yet. Clarkson for 3. Diabate grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The drive by Reeves. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now an 8-point Hornet lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Back to Towns. Here's Kolek, checked by Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Clarkson for 3. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Sexton looking around.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. James finds Bridges. Here's Diabate. He's covered by Yabusele. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Yabusele. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Salon, he's checked in for James.
One shot.
And that one misses. Hornets leading by 3. It's stolen by Clarkson. To the inside. Towns owning it inside.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Salah. Outside Sexton. Fires for three. They get it back. The shot by Diabate, no good. New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Yabusele, screen on Sexton. Fires in the triple. He's got 5. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New York making a switch here. All right, a chance to check out stats for LaMelo Ball.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Here's Diabate, and he banks in the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Clarkson. 8 points in his last timeout. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Now here's Bridges. Coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
The Hornets making a switch here. And the free throw, no good. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And it's Clarkson missing. The Hornets with a lead. Sexton passes to Ball. Back to Sexton. Inside. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
And here's Clarkson. Bridges outside. Bridges against Hart. Offline with a 3. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. Brunson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And the 3-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
Well, you look at Brunson, He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Here's Ball. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. It's his first trip to the line. That one falls for Ball.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
And so Ball nails both of them. Knicks trail by 4. Hard with it. 5 points in the game. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with Orlando, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
And he drops the first. Knippel's checked in for Charlotte. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Pass to Sexton. Bridges, a screen on Brunson. Here's Sexton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. And he knocks down the first one. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Feels like he has played a little more under control here in the second.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season. The 4th spot held by the Knicks.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
First free throw is good.
LaMelo, one of those guys at the top of the list in terms of excitement. This guy is capable of the spectacular.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
That one drops. He ties it up. Charlotte's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. The 3. Melo knocking down a 3.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Six to shoot. From behind the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Now here's McBride. Tightly guarded. Outside Hart. Towns outside. Here's Bridges. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And now an 8-point Hornet lead. New York has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. And stolen by Sexton. To the paint. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Give him 8.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Brunson. He's got 16. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And one of the standout skills for Colin Sexton, that little floater in the lane.
The floater is an invaluable tool for virtually every guard in the league because when you touch the paint, generally speaking, you have bigs rotating to you. But there are a lot of things to love about Colin Sexton. This guy is so intense defensively, a tremendous competitor, and he's really trying to grow that jump shooting aspect, which will be critical.
Huck Porty's checked in for Towns. And New York has possession. It's a 10-point game. Bridges misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Sexton finds Bridges. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now here's McBride. Defense is right there. Hard against Bridges. Back to McBride to get back on track. No luck on that one.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot. Guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Guys, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Knicks trail by 14. Outside Brunson. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. 6 points for Mikal Bridges.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Hard against Bridges. From downtown. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. And the deficit down inside single digits. Bridges has got 8 points.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by McBride.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Pass to Brunson. And 1:01 left in the half. To the middle. Porty's shot is good. Porty's got his first 2 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
54 seconds left in the first half. Bridges against Ball. Pass to Bridges. They set the pick. There's the drive.
There are times when a player puts you at such a deficit that your only option is to foul. Mr. Bridges, well done.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
That's good from Bridges. Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's McBride. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Hart. Brunson against Ball. Back to Hart. Tipped.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Now here's Brunson. Jacks up a 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Charlotte leading by 11. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. James is out there with Miles Bridges. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Bridges finds James. Here's Knipple. Back to James. Clock at 6. Ball outside. Wide open. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Brunson. On the mark with the 15-footer. Brunson's got 18.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Outside McBride. Pass to Brunson. This one for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Bridges against Ball. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Brunson. 21 points in the game. Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on James. And here's Brunson from the arc. Can't get it to go. Shooting 7 for 13 from the field now. Charlotte leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Nice D from Bridges.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Brunson passes to Towns. From the paint. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 14. And here's Ball. 19 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Boy, very few guys let it fly as often or as freely as Mr. LaMelo Ball.
McBride attacking. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Here's Knipple. He has 7. Pulls up, high post. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 9. Here's the 3. McBride can't get it to go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Knippel. And there's the drive. Out to James. And here's Ball. The three is up. And the Hornets, another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And always fun to see which players have been the deadliest from three-point range. Fifth is Jalen Brunson.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. McBride passes to Bridges. Driving in. The kick out to Brunson. Ball with a steal. On the break. Ball with a head of steam. And the bucket is good. Ball's got 8 points here in the quarter.
This is how you finish in transition. LaMelo Ball being rewarded for the hustle.
Here's Brunson. He's got 21. Hart with a screen on Ball. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Knicks trail by 14. McBride with it. Picked up by James. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes, and it's really paid off.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And he makes a first. And the Hornets making a change here. Sexton's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Hornets leading by 13. Here's Ball. Another shot. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Down. That's good.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Sexton against Brunson. Ball outside. Back to Sexton. Now Ball. He's guarded by Bridges. 4 on the clock. Oh, muscling it home. LaMelo.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. And the basket by Towns.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. Free throw good, Hart. So he gets them both. Ball with it. That's 29 for him. From outside the arc, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Bridges passes to Towns. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside Sexton. Pass the ball. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. Ball's got 13 in the second half.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Outside McBride. Over Knippel. McBride can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 12.
Yeah, defenders can have a very hard time against Miles Bridges because it's not just size, it is skill.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. Reeves is checked in for Ball. And the second free throw is good. And New York has possession. Trailing by 13. Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Here's Brunson. Towns a screen on Sexton. Brunson takes it himself. Shot clock at 6. New York again can't hit. Hornets leading by 13. Outside Sexton. Now here's Reeves. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Knicks making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Salon, he's checked in for Bridges. Now Yabusele. He's scoreless. High arcing shot. Brunson. Some solid defense from Sexton.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. Here's Brunson. He's got 21. Bridges outside. Inside. Here's Yabusele. And a nice finish on the layup. Yabusele's got his first points in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Hornets. Pass to Reeves. Takes a three. He drops it from range. And the Hornets lead by 16.
What you love about Sexton is his willingness to balance his scoring with his playmaking.
New York has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Right side, Brunson. And he drives in. Brunson turns on the Jets.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Hornets leading by 14. Outside Reeves. Back to Sexton. Six on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Brunson. Goes up on the baseline, and it's New York scoring again.
Well, consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Outside Reeves. Back to Sexton. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Up top, Bridges. He's covered by Reeves. Reeves against Bridges. Here's Brunson outside. And it's Brunson again missing. Hornets leading by 12. To the inside. And Salon gets it to go.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And New York has possession. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon, he's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Down low. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist from Knippel. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Pass to Salon. Hey, puts up a 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Bridges. Three-pointer. Knippel with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
He's off on the layup. Knicks trail by 16. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Charlotte making a change here. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Clarkson against Sexton. And the Knicks miss again.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Until Reeves nails both of them. Here's Clarkson. From deep three-point range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets out in front. They lead by 18. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Gershon Yabusele out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Hey, expanding his range. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Now here's Sexton. Pass to Reeves. Now here's Ball. 5 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Knicks trail by 19. Towns looking for an opening. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Hornets.
Well, you know how problematic LaMelo is for defenders. Always so willing to draw some contact.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Towns outside. Pass to Kolek. Clarkson outside. Let's go with a 3. Ball with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 21. Here's Sexton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Towns. Clarkson outside. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
That free throw no good. Brunson is checked in for Kolek. And Charlotte making a change here. And he's good on the second. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
And he nails the third. Charlotte leading by 21. Outside Reeves. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And they recover it. And Dadier pulls it down. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go from deep. That one is off. The Hornets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Well, this clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Clarkson against Sexton. Back to Ball. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got 40 points.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Pass to Yabusele. Clarkson outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Offensive board. Outside for Sexton. Launches it. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Brunson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over Ball. And it's Brunson missing. Charlotte leading by 23. And stolen by Yabusele. Here we go. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist from Yabusele.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
Here's ball. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
New York has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Towns finds Clarkson. Off target with the three.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Here's ball. And Dadier pulls it down.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Clarkson outside. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So for the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Dadier. And Miles McBride subbed in for Clarkson. Charlotte also making some changes. Bridges, he's checked in for Salon. James comes in for Reeves. And Knippel subbed in for Sexton. To the middle. Knippel with a bucket.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
Here's McBride. Half to the basket by Charlotte. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ball's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Knippel, no good.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Now here's Brunson. Towns a screen on ball. Pass to Towns. The shot. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
And the defenders have a hard time with LaMelo. He is so quick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for ball. And so Ball nails both of them. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Oh, a ferocious putback. Towns sends it down.
Here's Knipple. James, right side. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Clock at 6. Pass to Knipple. The baseline J. And it's... Rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns is McBride with it. Guarded now by Ball. Hart, the open shot. Nice shot from the wing. And that's a double-double for him now.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Over to the wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Now here's McBride. He's covered closely. Brunson with the bucket. Brunson's got 11 in the second half.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Charlotte leading by 21. Here's Knipple. James outside. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
BA, he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
It's good.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
And here's McBride. Pass to Hart. Back to McBride. Here's Brunson. Here's Bridges. Tipped. Ball against Brunson. To the paint. Here's James. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. James has got his first points of the game. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
that one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. Hornets leading by 23. To the left wing. Here's Knipple.
Yeah, a high IQ player. Knipple, he just knows how to draw the foul in the act.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, BA, I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup, it's drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
Good on both.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. Outside McBride. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. Fires the 3. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. McNeely's checked in for Charlotte. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Towns outside. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. New York again can't hit. Charlotte has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Here's Sexton, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Josh Hart.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Yabusele, he's checked in for New York.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. 1:52 left to play in the 4th. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded by man. Outside McBride. They need this. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside man. Here's Salong. Pass to man. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Yabusele. Well, the Knicks shooting just 37% in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Towns for 3, on target from range.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Outside man. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.